Alright, make a quick video of this. Got my pump back. Looks very, very nice. Cleaned up the front. Maybe it's even a new shaft, I'm not sure. I cleaned the whole body of it. Wasn't really that bad. Anyway, caps on. It's very, very clean. New seals. Looks very, very nice. Done in California, not Mexico. I see the shaft. Very tight. It's a little bit of play like was in there. But hopefully I can get this thing on and get running tonight. That'll be awesome. So that's what we're doing. Putting this thing back together. Until then, oh yeah, that's another thing. I have to see if this works. I hope so. I hope I have the right size bolt. Hope so. Seems like it's starting in. Yep, that should work. See, I gotta put a bolt in here. And then you just put a washer and right here and your pulley, and you just screw a nut on. It acts kind of like a press. A piece of threaded rod would. Like that. You can use that for the harmonic balancer. That's another story. Anyway, gotta put this thing together. I have lights up the ass because it's getting dark out. Thank God it's about probably 75 degrees here instead of a lot colder in the North Country. Anyway, you got this line on. What you want to do is when you use power steering line, which is right over there, see the giving you the finger right here. First of all, you want to make sure that that line is oriented in the right way, so this line doesn't bang on the AC compressor. I kind of lucked out. I just put it in the right spot. And another thing, you have 3 bolts here. 1, 2, and then 3. And hold the pump to this plate. Well, it's very hard to line up the pump when these bolts that go into accessory bracket, you get about 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, do this first and line up your pump, because you're just going to be wiggling around this pump very, very hard to line up these bolts. So you want to do that first. I think I probably disassembled it this way, but I had it before. All these bolts were lined up. I couldn't get everything square, because when you have 3 bolts, it's always a lot harder to line up something. And if you have a perfect square, if that makes any sense, then you're dealing with a triangle. It's going to move around. But we have this in. It's looking pretty good. I Loctite all the bolts. I have to line back up my plate. Should be pretty good. And that's it. Alright, in the last video we were fighting with, I think. What the hell was that? I don't know. Things are loose. We were fighting with that plate. Uh-oh. Yep. Didn't make any more videos. I don't care. If you wanna figure it out, figure out this job yourself, go right ahead. But it's not too bad. The second time doing it. As you see, made a mark there. This pulley still has a way to go, because a piece of crap stole tool, which is basically this 3H-16 thread, and piece of junk. Put a nut on it. Then I stacked some washers. Need the sound effects. The washers don't go on without the sound effects. And basically make it like that. Now with this, we don't have any light. Hold on. Anyway, we're screwing it into the front of the pump, because the shaft has threads on it. Like that. Then you crank down that nut, and then it's basically like a little piece of threaded rod, and it's your own ghetto stall tool. But it works pretty well, but sometimes, depending on the bolt and the washer, these washers keep on bending on me, so they'll force to get this thing on. Get that gap there, so I'm gonna have to probably rent the parts store install tool. That sucks. Anyway, they look all good. Who turned off the lights? Yeah, I was trying to I'll add this into my other video. I don't know what I was talking about really. And then my camera died, so I don't really know. I figured it out if I even watched the movie I make. But I think I was talking about press tools maybe for that pulley. Look, I made a little more progress. Yep, this card is done with the help of my homemade press tool. Deal is with these power steering pumps, the shaft has to pass through a little tiny bit through the pulley. So there's your clearance right there. Yep. How you do it? Put a big washer right against the pulley. Then you put a medium-sized washer through here, and then it will close that off to give you that little bit of airspace. Then you put this over here, spacer, thread this into the pump, crank down the nut right here, and it pushes it on. These freaking dogs will shut the hell up. Look at that. Shut up! It's on. Seems to be working. I don't think I have any leaks. I hope not. That was a little bit wet down there in those lines, and I'm thinking I just cleaned up this whole car, and that could have been residual. There's grease everywhere. We'll see. It's done. The dogs finally shut up. As you see, my belt alignment. It's pretty good. It's right in their old rust. I got it like in the exact same spot it was, which is awesome. So, it's good. Doesn't slip. That's another thing I was thinking about. Might have washed. I have all water and shit in this AC compressor because I was cleaning this thing up. Should have seen the mess this thing made. No leaks in my lines. Rusty headers. Yep. Easy job. I think the labor rate's like, I don't even know. Oh, I know. What am I saying? I think it's probably like 4.5 hours for the pump, and then each line I think it's another hour or 45 minutes. Royal purple. Yeah, so it would have been very expensive, but I don't fix nothing. Means I don't send anything out. Yeah. Yep. Looks like the back of it's pretty dry. It's a shitload cleaner, that's for sure. This car was a mess. Reused my old hose, put a worm clamp on that side. See it right there. Yep. Cleaned it with purple power. What's the color of that fluid, believe it or not? These freaking dogs. Jesus. Anyway, that's it.